All right, AI wants to steal your job, so today we're fighting back. Because in this video, we're going to force AI to create a bunch of profitable product ideas for us. No more guesswork when it comes to making money online. Let's let AI make us $500, $1,000 or more off of one product to sell on Amazon. One of the coolest AI uses for Amazon sellers is to get fed product ideas. And this is especially useful when you're trying to break into new categories, new niches, or if you're just a new Amazon seller in general. I want to show you one prompt that you can use for a ton of different websites, and we're going to use this together to find profitable items, right? So some of the best profitable products to sell on Amazon are brands that are originally sold by a different retailer. For example, let's say we want to source products from JCPenney. I'm just picking a random website. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what are some private label brands that are sold by JCPenney? Private label just meaning they're controlled and owned by the retailer if you're brand new to just making money online, and that also sell well on Amazon. Very simple prompt, but what this is going to show me is brands that JCPenney originally created, but ChatGPT is able to go in here and see which of these brands actually sell well on Amazon as well. So I'm seeing other well-known private labels include St. John's Bay, Worthington. All right, so that gives us enough information that we can go into Amazon and let's pop open one of the listings of these products. So I went ahead and looked up that St. John's Bay, and it seems like it is some clothing products. And we could even start here in terms of seeing if we can find this profitably to sell on Amazon, right? Because when I look over on SellerAmp, I can hit the Google button, #1, to just automatically punch that title into Google for me. And that's also going to show me what this item sells for, and more importantly, what I need to buy it for in order to be profitable. So for example, I'm looking to buy these for $16 or less to meet my kind of max cost where it is a profitable flip for me. So $5 profit, 30% ROI. And let's see if that's possible basically. So I see here's where JCPenney is actually selling these shorts. And it seems like we're probably going to need some kind of coupon or sale for this to be profitable. But even if this particular item isn't profitable, it doesn't matter. We're going to be able to use this to create a bunch of profit on other related items, right? So in this case, I'm seeing these around $27 or so. That's not really going to be profitable. And I hope you're not in the business of losing $6 a unit, even though it looks like that sometimes with the way people change their prices, but that's not my business, I assume. And even though this one random example of a product that ChatGPT told us about isn't profitable specifically, we can still use the ideas from these other sellers to find some profitable items, right? So as I'm looking at these other sellers, this is basically our competition on this listing. And in this case, I can see they have 1,000 feedback, 55 feedback, 11 feedback, 3,000, right? So there's sellers of all sizes making sales on this listing. And just for the sake of this video, I'm going to check this seller out right here. I can see they're a brand new Amazon seller. They have 0 feedback. And honestly, for a seller with 0 feedback, they've done a great job of filling up their product catalog. So that's very interesting to see. They've already got 173 products. And that also shows you how little reviews people leave on Amazon. They're just kind of part of the game. And they're actually not that important for your Amazon business. You might see a little bit of a sales boost once you get your first review or two. But clearly, like, this person's almost have 200 different products and still no one's left a review. So somebody leave a review for my friend here, right? But now that we're actually in this storefront, let's go ahead and start digging in and seeing if we can find some of those $500 to $1,000 a month type products. What I'm looking for is if I can buy these again for that max cost option. So I just hit the Google button and I see what it starts to pop up for. So in this case, I can see a lot of these are $27. We need to buy it for 17. So we would need like another really good coupon, that kind of thing. Another way that we can actually create some margin on the products that you sell on Amazon are with discounted gift cards. We would need a really good one to be profitable here, but I just want to show you because we're probably going to want to use this later on and just introduce you to the concept early, right? So this is where we can go to basically buy discounted money. So on here on Cardbear, it shows me all the different people that sell discounted gift cards to JCPenney. Seems like Card Depot is #1. And let's see, at 12.5% off, we'd have to buy $25 gift cards, which is pretty annoying. I don't want to mess with punching in all those gift card numbers. I'm going to use something that I would actually use for my own Amazon business. Let's see, that one is 9.5% off. That's not bad at all for a $100 gift card and a $500 gift card. I'm just going to check GCX as well. All right, so this one's a little bit better. So we can get $500 gift cards for 11.6% off. Obviously, that's not going to be enough discount to make this item profitable, because if we go in here and we subtract that 11.6%, yeah, still not interesting, but that will make a lot of products interesting in your Amazon business. And that's one really big mental shift I want you to be aware of, is that the best products are created profitably. They're not found profitably typically, right? So when you hit that Google button, you're typically going to have to do a little bit of extra legwork to figure out how to make that item profitable. And hopefully that makes sense. If it does, you're going to make a bunch of money on Amazon. Let's see. I'm going to skip this just because we already saw this for like 27. I'd be surprised. I'll just double check with you guys. Yeah, Those are actually exactly $27 as well. That's going to be an easy skip for us. Let's see, we got some shorts or something like that here. Let's go ahead and check it out. No other way than to dive in here. Let's see, so the supplier themselves is selling them for 20 bucks and we can get a coupon. Let's see, we've also got a Nordstrom rack selling them. I always like opening up all my different possible options just so I can see where the lowest price is. I want to make as much profit as possible, obviously. Let's see, so Nordstrom rack. Actually, I think this is only like one particular color. Let's see, juniors. I think we're looking at the adults listing. Women's, yeah, so it's not the juniors listing, but we can definitely buy from this. And oh, this is actually an important thing to make note of as well. So on this email sign up right here, you're going to be able to plug in your email address, obviously, and you can use this as many times as you want. And I'm just going to show you a quick trick. I show this often, but it's really important, right? So let's say your email is mark@gmail.com. The first time you plug in your email, they're going to email you a 20% off coupon code. But if you want that same 20% off coupon code to place multiple orders or to restock the product, that kind of thing, set a plus and then spam the keyboard. Basically, that's just like a simple Gmail trick that's going to redirect whatever is after the plus to whatever's before it. So now the website thinks this is your email address when really Google knows that this is your email address, and they're going to be able to send us that 20% off coupon code. And I think this might make that interesting because these are 20 bucks plus we can get that 20% off as well. Our max cost here is $16. So now on the light gray, all we need to do is just make sure that they're actually in stock. What are they calling it? Light Galaxy Gray. This is called Galaxy Gray. Light Galaxy Gray. There we go. And we have the size 5 and we need to buy it for 16 bucks. Okay, so it seems like the 5 are sold out in this, but now that we found a product with, I would say, a lot of opportunity, this is actually a 2000 sales rank, which means that this is selling a ton. And on products like this with variations, if you ever see a really good sales rank and the estimated sales somewhat reasonable, this is showing me the sales just for this variation, which is the nice part. When possible, SellerAmp will show you the sales for just the variation you're looking at, which is always good to see. So let's see. The size 5 is what we're just starting at. And down here on Keepa, which shows me some extra product data, I want to filter by what is currently the most expensive. The short beige is selling for $39. It has a history of selling for 34 bucks and it's been 39 for a week or so. The beige 7, if that's in stock, that's a good item. And it is nice. So we can buy those for 16. So we're selling those for $39.72 and we're buying them for 16. And they also sell about 50 times a month. So we actually need to go ahead and open up this other listing here to confirm that it actually does sell pretty well. Do you see the difference here that now it's showing me the sales for all the different sizes? When possible, SellerAmp does show me that specific size sales. In this case, it's just showing me how many total sales all of the different versions on this listing make, which is obviously a lot. I just don't want you to think that this particular size and color is selling like 8,000 times a month. You go buy 1,000 and you're in stock for like a year, whatever it ends up being. But we can definitely go in here knowing that it sells for almost $40. We're buying it for 16 after a coupon, and we get to make a $9 profit per unit. What I would most likely do on this listing, especially given that we only have 3 other competitors, is place a test order of around 40 to 50 units. If you're more tentative and you want to start slow, that's totally fine. That was how I did it. Just buy 5, 10, 3, whatever you really want to put into this product. But for me, I know that we would be able to sell a fair chunk of these, knowing that it's a pretty common size, pretty common color, the profit's really good, that kind of thing. So on this product right here, if we are able to get those 50 units times $9 profit a unit, that is almost that $500 profit per product right there. And the nice part about this particular product is there's multiple different versions of it. So I can see like the size 7 here. Also, it should be profitable, selling for $34.88. We're buying for 16. Yeah, so those are $5 profit per unit. And let's see. Again, it's showing us the total sales for the entire listing. Just because I know our kind of quest was to find like a $500 to $1,000 a month item, that's going to get us to that goal of hitting at least that $500 a month item between these 2 different sizes here. And then once we actually get these profitable products based on the ideas that AI gave us doing a little bit of sourcing here, we'll buy these items and then ship them into Amazon FBA using a software called Boxem that'll make it as fast as possible. It'll track all your profit, all that good stuff. Just for the fun of it, let's see if we can find any other profitable items here, just so you can see more of the sourcing process. And one thing I want to emphasize is that sourcing through these stores is way more about how do I get as good as possible at skipping past bad items, right? So how do I create profit, not find it, and how do I skip bad items as fast as possible? Once you get really good at those 2 skills, you become a very powerful Amazon seller. And like, for example, in this case, I can see how the orange price line right here, it was around like $50 price point right here, and then it went down to $30. It's around 35 or so based on the chart. And what that usually means on items like this is it used to be profitable, price went down a lot, and now it's no longer profitable. So I'm always looking for things with nice consistent pricing, or even prices increasing. Like this one right here, you can see it was consistent, and now it's even a little bit higher than it is on average. So we can definitely check those out. Let's see. Buy those for 13. They're selling for 27. So we're not going to be able to get creative with a coupon or anything like that. This one sells a little bit slow. Sometimes I've been enjoying selling some slower selling stuff if the profit is really good though. And I'm just curious on these are just like pretty standard boring shorts, and we can buy them for $21 to make a profit. Let's see. what size are these? Because I think we might have found these profitably here. Again, see how often that email sign up trick comes in handy. We could probably get an extra 15% off here. They basically got all the different sizes of navy. Is that the one we were looking at? Navy, and this is size 4. And yeah, they do have that in stock. What's our price on this? Adding that to cart there at $16.50. Sorry, going for, I believe it, yeah, so it's $42.80 after shipping. So it shows $35, but that is not including that delivery fee. So we can click that price option there, go to $42.80. And yeah, this is a little bit of a slower seller, but over $10 profit per unit. I might pick up a couple of those. Again, when you're a newer seller, don't get too picky, because a lot of times your business can die on the I want to find the perfect products stage of the business, when really you just need things that'll sell and teach you things about the business. Here's more of those. A short size 11 is in stock on our source. The Galaxy Gray, the 9 was also profitable, buying for 16. And yeah, going back over to our source, the 9 is also profitable. Yeah, so there's 2 more profitable items. Between all those shorts, that would definitely be a $500 a month item, if not $1,000 a month, between all 4 of those sizes there. So that's always good to see. There's some expensive yarn or something like that. Again, I'll sell anything under the sun as long as the profit looks good. So we're looking at 97 yards of this crochet yarn or something like that. Popping open this Michael's listing. These are 32 yards. So those are probably going to be tricky to find here. This one's 97 yards, but they're $12 each. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this person has sourced these profitably. That's what you want, right? You want to be the one who's finding the items where maybe they had a really good coupon, or they used discounted gift cards, all that kind of stuff that we've briefly touched on. Which, by the way, if you want to see, there's about 12 ways that I create profitable products on items. If you want to see all of that, I'll leave a link to a free document down below. And there's also a free Discord community, a free course, that kind of thing down below as well. So tons of great free resources for you guys. So definitely go ahead and check those out. Let's see, there's also some of these like pants or something. Seems like these would be profitable. These vintage white capris, vintage white slit jeans. Is that what we're working with here? Capri jeans. These are going for $53. Again, usually I am digging in on things that the price just seems a little bit unreasonable on, for lack of a better explanation. This sells for 10. Making sure like the button looks very similar and everything. Yeah, it sells for 10. So we have the size 10 in stock, and the size 10 is what we're looking at as well. What's our source cost? Like $20. Yes, there's another one that's pretty interesting, selling for a $16 profit per unit. And if you're not exactly sure how fast these things are going to sell, usually I'll look and see like how many new sellers are falling off the listing. In this case, there was one seller, somebody came on the listing and then sold out, and then it's still one seller. Usually the best selling listings are going to have a lot of like seller count fluctuation, that kind of thing. So personally, I'd probably place like a 5-10 unit test order on here. Even if we only sell 5 units of this, that's still $90. I don't know about you guys, but I used to work a lot harder than that for $90 at a minimum wage job, that kind of thing. So definitely a lot of opportunity in this, and hopefully that's starting to make sense as far as how to source products and how to get the ball rolling just by using AI to figure out what to find. And if you watch this far, you're clearly serious about making some money on Amazon. So the next step to build your business is going to be to get the essential tools that you need to actually go out and do the work. So make sure you grab a 2-week free trial of SellerAmp and box them down below. That's how you source all your products and then track all your profit, make the shipments, make the listings on Amazon. Also, go ahead and drop any questions down below in the comment section. Always happy to chat with you guys down below. And if you want to help me out for completely free, takes you half a second, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Help me hit my goal of having 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Really appreciate you watching this video. And if you want to see a ton of more detail and see a 4-hour free course breaking down everything you need to know, click this video right here.